the nerve cell. First, I am going to take the nerve cell. Nerve cell, it is the structural and functional unit of nerve tissue. Structural and functional, or we can say it is the basic unit of nerve tissue. Right? It cannot divide. It cannot, as we know the cells they divide, right? But this is the only cell which cannot be divided. Why it cannot be divided? Just because of the absence of centrioles. The lifespan of the nerve cell can be the 100 years. The lifespan of the nerve cell, it can be the 100 years. And it is the longest cell of body. It is the longest cell of body. Right? I think these 4 points are clear to everyone. Then the neuroglia cells. These cells are mainly present in the CNS part. The CNS, it is the central nervous system. It is the central nervous system which consists the two parts further. The one is the brain and the spinal cord. Right? These cells also provide the nourishment, protection and the support to the nerve cells. They provide the nourishment, support, protection to the nerve cells. And the main thing is that these are more in numbers rather than the nerve cells. यानी ये numbers में ज़्यादा होती हैं nerve cells के, more in numbers rather than nerve cells. Right? So I hope it is, both things are clear. So the topic is nerve tissue, as we know it is going on. So now I will explain the diagram of the nerve cell as well. Nerve cell mainly consists, now we are studying about the structure of nerve cell, right? Structure of nerve cell. The nerve cell mainly consists of the two main regions. The one is the cytone and the second is the axon. So here I am going to draw a rough diagram so that it can be easy to understand. So here we can see the star-shaped body and the long extension. This star-shaped body is known as the cyton. It is known as the cyton, or it is also called the soma cells. And this long extension, it is the cytoplasmic extension, is called the axon. It is known as the axon. Right? This cyton consists of the small, very thin thread-like structures, or we can say the processes. These are known as the dendrons. These are known as the dendrons. The main function of dendrons to carry the impulse, to carry the impulse towards the cyton. The main function of the dendron is to carry the impulse towards the cyton. Right? Now inside the cyton there are the presence of fluid part which is known as the cytoplasm. It is known as the cytoplasm, which consists of the some organelle as well, like the mitochondria, rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus and etc. Here the presence of the nucleus, and all we know the nucleus is also known as the brain of cells. After that there are the granules like structures also present in the cytoplasm, and these granules like structures are known as the Neissel's granules. These Neissel's granules are actually mainly the pieces of endoplasmic reticulum. These are the pieces of endoplasmic reticulum. These are rich in RNA. These are rich in RNA and mainly involved in the protein synthesis process as well. Right? After that, there one more thing is there. It is known as the neurofibrils. These neurofibrils provide the shape to this cyton. They are mainly involved to providing the shape to this cyton. Clear? Now we come to this long extension part, which I have already told it is known as the axon. This axon consists the sheath which is known as the myelin sheath. It is known as the myelin sheath, which is covered by the Schwann cells. This myelin sheath, between of this sheath, there are the node-like structures are present. Here the nodes-like structures are present, and these are known as the node of Ranvier. These node of Ranvier actually involve in the saltatory conduction. What is the meaning of saltatory conduction? Actually, they just increase the speed of the impulses. The saltatory conduction means the jumping of the impulse from one node to the another node. So meanwhile it just increase the speed of impulses. Clear? Inside the axon, there again the fluid part is present. It is known as exoplasm. It is known as the exoplasm, and this axon is covered by a layer which is known as the exolemma. Which is known as the exolemma. I hope it is clear. Now we come to the ending part of the neuron. So here we can see the terminal extensions are present, and these are known as the axonic node. It is known as the axonic node. This portion mainly releases I can say a chemical which is known as the neurotransmitter, which is known as the neurotransmitter. This whole nerve cell, it is also covered by a cover which is known as the neuralink, which is known as the neuralink. So now in the short I just discuss about the types of neurons. Types of neuron. Three types we will discuss. The one is based on structure. Based on structure. Based on function. Based on function, based on structure, and based on myelin sheath. So first, the based on structure, they are categorized into the three main categories known as the unipolar, bipolar, and the multipolar. The multipolar, it is the most common neuron of the nerve tissue or cell, we can say. The based on function, it is again categorized into the, actually there is the difference between the extension. In the unipolar, the one extension is present. In the bipolar, the two extensions are present, and in the multipolar, the many extensions are present. Then the based on the function, again they are categorized into the three main categories. The sensory, motor, and mixed. The one is just carry the impulse to the brain. The second is carry the message or impulse from the brain, right? So it is just all about the function. Then the based on myelin sheath, they are categorized into the two main categories. The one is the myelinated neuron, and the other one is the non-myelinated neuron. Myelinated neuron and the non-myelinated neuron. So in this myelinated, the myelin sheath are present. Simple. By the name we can understand, and the non-myelinated, there the myelin sheath is not present. So I hope this is sufficient to today's, and thank you. Have a nice day.